Fantasy from the fairway, one final time. The super season, 41 weeks. Jenkins Jr. I can't say we went 41 weeks, but there was 41 weeks of golf. We win at least 35 of those.
Yeah, we did a lot.
Look at us. Who would have thought? The boys, as you drink some blue Gatorade. But this is Fantasy from the Fairway for the Tour Championship. Again, a little different, similar style to last week. We're going to do some betting, some picks, some odds, some stuff like that. DFS sleepers included, and Fantasy from the Fairway Awards, the awards show. This is high quality cool entertainment. I made slides for this crap.
When you texted me about the Fantasy from the Fairway Awards, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, so we're going to do that after we talk about this. But the first thing we got to do is we got to do this. And Junior, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. You're going to get me. You're going to get me here. I need a win, and I need a bad performance from your guy. That's what it's going to boil down to. Unfortunately, as we'll get to the picks at the end, due to the way that the golf playoffs work, one of our guys is going to start 10 under par. One player in the field will start 10 under par, and unfortunately, I cannot pick that guy. I could pick the guy who starts 8 under par, but now the guy who starts 10 under par. And with my luck, neither of them will win. So it doesn't really matter, but that's what happened. Kevin Na was Kevin Ya, and the barn burner is the top 25s. All of a sudden, we're tied 28%. Phil, not good.
Phil finished in fucking last, dude.
Second to DFL, yeah. Or no, he tied DFL. Yep.
I think, yeah.
Corey Connors, not enough made about that man. Hell of a year, Corey Connors. Yeah. Might see him in the Fantasy from the Fairway Awards. He's definitely in the final 6 that made it to New York, kind of like the Heisman. The final 6 that made it to Jacksonville for the Fantasy for the Fairway Award. Yeah. He'll be in that. Does he win? We'll have to find out. But it's locked tight. I was going to do one other thing that I forgot to do, and that was make a slide of guys that we were saving, that we're still saving because now the season's over. But yours include guys like, well, you have yet to pick Patrick Cantlay. Dustin Johnson is a guy you have not picked. He's okay at the sport. So it's interesting how we did that when we picked. I shouldn't say we, but I picked guys like Bobby Streb, and yet to pick Tony Finau.
Yeah.
Neither of us have picked Cam Smith, and it doesn't sound like either of us will. Just an interesting turn of events, man. But let's get to it. Tour Championship. Real quick, the BMW Championship is consistently the best event on tour every year.
Yeah. No, factual.
2 years ago, or I'm sorry, 1 year ago, we had DJ and Rahm making those incredible putts on 18.
Yeah.
This year we had far and away the best playoff ever. Just really quality stuff from the BMW Championship. The Tour Championship, however, has lacked the drama since they've gone to this new format. And even before the format, it has been a lot of runaways. Obviously, Tiger won here, but didn't win the FedEx Cup. Nobody even remembers that he didn't win the FedEx Cup that year on his return. It was actually Justin Rose. But anyway, still good quality golf. We're going to skip the outright winner. We're going to start first round leader. And Junior, caught your attention, caught mine as well. Patrick Cantlay, the man starting 10 under par, 2 strokes above anybody in the field, but pretty much 5 strokes above mostly everybody, is plus 1,600. He is not the betting favorite to be the first round leader. What are we doing?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure because plus 1,600 is a solid number. Like that is a very good return you're getting there. Mm-hmm. He's starting 2 shots better than anybody else. He's playing incredibly well. He's 21 under. I want to think that's a mistake, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
I'm thinking I'm going to put my whole balance on it. I'm not even lying.
Yeah, I'll probably put a.
I mean, if they pay that out, what are they doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
like,
maybe
here's the thing. They obviously realize
how. No, because Rahm was the favorite.
Yeah.
Which I mean, yeah, but
yeah.
They
have to know
maybe?
Because the top, like in the top 10 betting, which we'll get to in a bit, like it's almost negative for everybody. There's only a few guys over, and those guys are starting like 1-2. So it's very. I guess there's just no belief in Cantlay. But another guy I'm looking at, starting, I believe, 4 or 5 under. Be Sam Burns, plus 2,800. But look, I think the obvious answer here is Cantlay or Tony Finau. But do you have anything other than Cantlay and Sam Burns?
No, when I saw plus 1,600 and Patrick Cantlay, that's what I went with.
Yeah. How could you not? How could you not? Top 5 lock. This is a lock scenario. Obviously, only 30 guys in the field. So can't really do a top. I don't even think they'll let you bet top 20 since there's only.
I don't think they are.
Hell,
No.
you might not even have anybody finish outside of top 20, barring something incredible. It'd be a lot of ties, but I mean, it's possible.
That is actually true, yeah.
What you got, top 5 lock?
For me, I'm going to take Answer at plus 300 here for a top 5 lock. He's finishing he's starting, I apologize, at 4 under this week. Just an incredible golfer. You might hear him again at the end with the Fantasy From The Fairway Awards. But yeah, my favorite pick here for top 5 is definitely Abraham Answer.
A solid. I liked Answer. I didn't like him as a lock. As a lock, if you're going to lock it down, give me Tony Finau minus 150. He will start second at 8 under par. He's playing well. Had a very nice final round at the BMW. So give me Tony Finau, top 5 lock, minus 150. How about the top 10 dark horse? Kind of a weird thing to say for a dark horse top 10.
Right. And it is weird because I don't think either of the people we're going to mention here are considered dark horses.
I don't think so either.
But Brooks at 125, starting at 2 under.
Yep.
Give me Brooks for the top 10 dark horse.
Agreed. And we didn't even really holler about that, but I also have Brooks Koepka as the dark horse for a top 10. He has played well here. In the past, he has not won here. But that's mostly due to what happens with the scoring and whatnot. He gave it a run. I believe Rory's most recent FedEx Cup. Sounds about right. And the other guy I'm going to look at here is Sung J M plus 138.
I also saw that one.
Plus 138. What's 138? What are we doing?
I mean, I don't know. I've never seen that. But
so someone check on the Bovada odds makers for the PGA because this is a mess. But
I mean,
plus 138.
Last week, he was my top 20 dark horse, and man finished third? Fourth? Third? He's playing well right now. Yeah, for sure. I like Sungjae there at the top 10.
Yeah. So, like both of those, one of our biggest hits last week, would there be a playoff? I said you can bet your sweet ass that there'd be a playoff, and there was. So hopefully you took that one to the bank. I didn't. I bet on first round leader KH Lee. So, hey, he tried, damn it. Might talk about KH a little later. But for this week playoff, I'm going to say no. And I'll tell you why when we get to the winning margin. But you going with that? No on a playoff?
I'm doubling down on last week. No, and my winning margin is going to be 2.
I like it. I'm going to go with 3. But to double down on what's going on with the playoff, in 2020, since the changed format in 2020, Dustin Johnson won by 3 strokes. And in 2019, Rory McIlroy won by 4 strokes. So this has not been close yet, really at any point. So no playoff. I think it's going to be at least a couple. I think at a minimum 2. But yeah, I would not try to cash the playoff this week as we talk through some DFS sleepers. When there's only 30 guys in the field, how can there really be DFS sleepers? I feel that. But here's the thing. You got to consider that Brooks Koepka is $7,800.
Right.
So, I mean, that is mad cheap for somebody like him, but obviously he's only starting 2 under and Cantlay starting 10 under. Sung J M is $7,300. I don't know what we're doing. We're all pro on the stupid team, I guess. Guy like Kevin Na, quality starts back to back. $6,000. $6,000. How about don't call me Frederick, call me Eric? $5,000. Solo 4th, I believe. Let's check. Solo 5th. His last 4 starts: 1st, 37th, 5th, and 7th. Obviously, he's at a disadvantage due to the fact he's in DFL. even par. So he's 10 shots back to start. But $5,000. Sergio, 54. Neiman, 56. Berger, 58. I mean, come on, people. Now, obviously, that balances out with Cantlay at 34, John Rahm at 13, Bryson at 12-3, Finau at 11-8, which I don't get, starting in second place. But, yeah, man, crazy. So, that's the betting. That's what we did. There are no tournament matchups this week due to everyone starting different scores.
Yeah. We haven't talked about outright winners yet.
That's true. We haven't. That's a good call.
And I would like to.
What you got?
Well, Fantasy from the Fairway had a success last week, like you said, playoff. You said yes.
Mm-hmm.
My second option was also Cantlay. So if any of you lovely people, I didn't even see how many people watched last week, but if any of you lovely people put any money on Patrick Cantlay, congratulations.
Yep.
I wish I did. Did not. This week for my winner, I just like the odds, and I don't want to be the guy who wrote for everything, Patrick Cantlay. So, I'm going to pick him in ours, but for my winner this betting portion, I'm going to go Cam Smith at 2,500. He's starting 500, 5 shots back. I think those are pretty good odds for Cam Smith considering how he's playing.
I like it.
Just hoping somebody at the top, or I guess the 4 people on top, stumble a bit and Cam Smith gets hot.
I like it. I like it a lot. Bryson DeChambeau plus 500 is intriguing. Tony Finau plus 650 is intriguing.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Junior. Scared money, don't make it.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 3,300. Harris English.
I was looking at that. There really was.
Harris having a hell of a
at 4, right?
Yeah, he's 6 back of the lead.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be tough, but hey, crazier things have happened. Another guy I want to check the odds on real quick. Plus 2,000, Rory McIlroy. Watch out for that as well.
Yeah, no, I agree too.
Plays
I agree
well
with that as well.
East Lake. So those are some guys. Now we did all the betting. And Junior, we're going to the Fantasy from the Fairway Awards right here. So here's the situation. We got 3 awards that are really given out on the PGA Tour. That is the Player of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, and the Courage Award. And then we got the Fantasy from the Fairway Award. We'll get into that when we get there. We're going to start with the Player of the Year award. We're each going to give one out. Jenkins Jr., you've been carrying the show on your back. It's a Greg Jennings situation. If you were handing out the award for the fantasy, well, you are actually. Fantasy from the Fairway, Jenkins Jr., whose name is actually Kevin, Player of the Year, you would select.
For Player of the Year for Fantasy from the Fairway.
Player, the first thing on the list. Player of the Year.
Okay. I think the obvious answer here.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go Patrick Cantlay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Perfect. Here we go. Yeah, he is the only player. They showed the graphic, if you guys were watching on Sunday, of all the people this season who had 2 wins. DeChambeau and Cantlay were both on there, so either one of them would have gotten to the 3rd win. Cantlay was able to edge out Bryson, as we all know. So I think starting 10 under, definite high probability for Player of the Year this year.
That's what you got?
Mm-hmm.
Well, as you see on the screen, look at all those awards. Patrick Cantlay, 16 top 25s, pretty incredible. $7.6 million earned, pretty incredible. But Junior, here's the thing, dog.
They showed this stat. He's played in 120 PGA Tour events. I believe 25% of them have been top 10 finishes.
Yeah, that's
not. It was something crazy like that. He's made 99 cuts out of 120. He has a long, promising career in front of him.
Breaking news: Jacksonville Jaguars cut Sidney Jones.
Really? That's kind of surprising.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is I shouldn't say I didn't say anything. Brent Martin, Austin Lane, they called it today. Action Sports Jacks on ESPN 690 from 3 to 6. Check out the show on ESPN 690 in the Jacksonville area. Signal all the way down to Daytona, all the way left if you're in Jacksonville, northeast, south, west to Lake City, all the way north to Savannah. If you're not, check out the show. Action Sports Jacks, ESPN 690, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, iHeartMedia, Odyssey.com. Ask Amazon Alexa to play ESPN 690. Do all the things if you want to hear the show as we get back to it. But shout out to Amanda. She sent me Sidney Jones. You going, bro.
Well, he's decent. Is that like a cap thing?
No, they got too many corners. CJ Henderson, Tyson Campbell.
Yeah,
Shaq Griffin, Trey Herndon. Yeah, they're going to keep a lot of safeties most likely. So they're going to have to get rid of some corners.
This has nothing to do with golf, but I'm going to say it anyways. I watched last year living in Jacksonville who the fuck they ran out there as safety.
Mm-hmm.
Why not convert like bro, I don't know.
They like their safeties. They signed Rayshon Jenkins to a lot of money, and they think the combination of Andre Cisco, Jared Wilson, Daniel Thomas can fill the other side next to Jenkins. But we will see.
And then
Jenkins,
Wingard.
Wingard's going to go. Wingard unfortunately, will probably not make the team. Andrew Wingard.
Cool.
He might be at your local Wawa.
But that's just surprising because last year I watched Andrew Wingard and they're cutting Sidney Jones. So whatever.
Yeah. So crazy things happening. But Junior, great pick, handing out the award to Patrick Cantlay. Junior, I went a different direction. If I'm handing out the awards, this is a prediction, but at the same time, this is a what we would do situation. You made a hell of a call here with Patrick Cantlay.
Yeah.
I think I made a hell of a call myself.
Okay.
That's Harris English. I think Harris English, I would hand the Player of the Year award to Harris English. Here's why. He's one of 6 players with 2 wins on tour this year, the Tournament of Champions and the Travelers. And I put their QBE question mark. That is because an unofficial tour event in Naples, the QBE shootout, was also won by Harris English and Matt Kuchar as a team.
Yeah.
So in theory, Harris has won 3 times on the PGA Tour this year. Pretty incredible for a guy that hadn't won in, what was the number, like 6 years?
It was crazy. It was, something.
8 top 10s, 11 top 25s. He was 5 of 5 in major championships with 2 top 5 finishes. His career best FedEx Cup finish this year, earned $6.2 million on the PGA Tour. Without a doubt, an incredible year. Harris English, Cantlay, Bryson, a lot of guys deserving. But if I'm handing out this award, Junior, Harris English, who I'm giving it to.
No, I'm with that 100%. Here at Fantasy From The Fairway, we support him more than anybody else.
Agreed.
So I'm completely with it.
So that's what we got there. Player of the Year, you'd give it to Cantlay. I'd give it to Harris English. Rookie of the Year, Junior, I don't think you're going to be breaking any news here. Who would you hand the Rookie of the Year award to?
Yeah, I think there's one obvious answer here. Will Zalatoris for me. Kind of funny to me and you when we were, looking, and this man gets no FedEx Cup points when he's finishing late. But yeah, as an exemption, you don't get those FedEx Cup points. Man was able to finish on the PGA Tour this season, 20th in scoring. He had that second place finish at the Masters. He has 8 top 10s this year. Honestly, just crazy season from him. I don't even think he would have told you this would have happened.
Yeah.
If he can figure out the putter, he is going to be crazy. It's going to be something to watch. So I would definitely give it to him. And as golf fans of watching every weekend, it's exciting to see somebody like him.
Couldn't agree more. Read an article that if he did rack up FedEx Cup points, he'd be in the Tour Championship. And that's without getting any in the previous 2 weeks. Earned $3.4 million on tour. Like you said, second in the Masters, as well as T6 in the first U.S. Open of the year. So literally the first event of the year he played, T6 in the U.S. Open. T8 in the PGA, as you said, the top 10s, 21 out of 25 made cuts. And honestly, it should be 21 of 24 since he withdrew from one. But
I'm glad he didn't get FedEx Cup points, but I'm glad they didn't scum him out of the 3.4 million.
Oh yeah, facts.
Yes, good for him.
So yeah, your pick is Will Zalatoris, and make no mistake, folks, Will Zalatoris is going to win this award. Nobody else will get a vote. So what I did was I said, look, who else could win it? And I looked at the other rookies, and they all suck. So then I said, all right, who's first year on the PGA Tour, like officially? They earned FedEx Cup points, all that.
Okay.
And I came to one man, Junior. That's a man.
Wait, let me think.
Yeah. That's a man who's going to be teeing it up in the Tour Championship for the first time this year in his career.
Sam Burns?
No, Sam Burns, hell of a pick though, but no. Sam Burns is not the answer.
Damn, I have no idea.
This guy's been around a bit, but not in our country. And rumor has it, he's still at the driving range right over there at TPC Sawgrass signing autographs.
Is it
Eric,
Van Rooyen?
Don't call me Frederick Van Rooyen. And as like I am serious here. This guy picked up a win at the Barracuda, back-to-back top 10 finishes in the playoff events, which got him into 27th in the FedEx Cup standings at the end of the Tour Championship. He's earned $2.2 million on tour, and when you get in the FedEx Cup final and the Tour Championship, a lot of money comes with that. Full exemption comes with that. He had it with the win, but for a first full year as a PGA Tour member, there was ups for sure, there were downs for sure. This guy was cut a lot, but when there's no doubt when he's good, he's very good.
I was just about to say that, like, inconsistency is just plaguing his game, because when he's on, and we do this every week, so we know, like, he gets super hot and you say play him like no matter what, and then you wouldn't even consider playing him, but he will. Good dresser too. One of the best.
I mean, look at this fit right here. You got the jogs,
the fist pump with.
This is great. I'm gonna have to get this photo signed, Junior.
Yeah, no, I agree. I like this pick a lot.
So yeah, if I was handing them out, obviously Zalatoris, hell of a pick. But don't call me Frederick, damn it.
You're bringing some personality to the show today. I'm picking Cantlay Zalatoris. You're out here caring with the backup picks.
Hey, look, I mean, this is just how I'd hand them out, man. You got to hand them out. The Courage Award is the next award that we're going to hand out. And when we discuss this via text, there's really only a couple options, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of these have to do with injuries or whatnot. And I think both of the, we're going to hand them out to different people, obviously. Mm-hmm. And I think your guy will win it for real on the PGA Tour. But both of our guys have similar stories with why they should win it. And your guys who?
I'm going with Matthew Wolff here. A close runner-up for me would have been Cebu. He made the 13 on the par 3 and managed to show his face again. So that definitely took a lot of courage.
Ben on at the Players. That would have been a good one.
I think.
No, they both did.
No. Yeah, Cebu. Yeah, I was about to say. But yeah, Matt Wolff, as we all know, COVID has sucked for everybody. It hasn't been fun. It's been a terrible, how long has it been? A year and a half, 2 years?
Long time. It's
been horrible. So a lot of people, at home going through the mental health thing. It's big, like sports, now nobody used to talk about that. Now in the NBA, you have people like Kevin Love. But I think it was big for golf because we've never really had this before where somebody took time off for mental health. And then came back and actually addressed it. So I think that was definitely courageous what he did, and definitely a good candidate for that.
Agreed. Definitely Matt Wolff is such an interesting story because it shouldn't matter if you're good or if you're decent or whatever your status is on the PGA Tour. If you do something like what Matt Wolff did, it should be documented. But Matt Wolff, I've been on record saying it multiple times. I thought he was going to be better than Hovland and Morikawa, and I still believe that could be true. Yeah. So, obviously, as you see on the graphic, 2 U.S. Open starts. He played in both of them this year, 2nd, 15th. This guy's, and the U.S. Open is pretty difficult.
Yep.
So, for sure. What this guy did, decided to take a break and get right in the brain. Important. It's important stuff. Yeah. And it's a great pick. I'm going to go a different direction. I'm going to give it to Chris Kirk. And I think it's interesting because Chris Kirk has yet to win this award on the PGA Tour. And as you see, he took an indefinite leave from the PGA Tour to deal with alcohol and depression in 2019. And it's been, a couple years since then. And we haven't seen Chris Kirk given this award, which is interesting. And I think part of that plays into maybe the PGA Tour doesn't believe that it's courageous to deal with what Chris Kirk is dealing with,
Right.
and come back. And I don't find that to be true, because he's going through some stuff, right? And
Right.
for the last couple of years, he's tried to play. He has not been great on the PGA Tour. This year, he has been very good. He finished 62nd in the FedEx Cup standings this year. It's his best since 2016. He had a run from the Sony Open to the Zurich Classic, which pretty much January through the end of April. He made 9 out of 10 cuts, 4 top 10s, 7 top 25s, and he only had 1 finish outside the top 27. Guy was locked in. He earned $2.1 million this year, which is as much as he has earned in the last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And if anything, he's doing all
Blue making an appearance.
for real on the last episode of the season. What are we doing? But he's playing good golf and blocking out kind of the stuff he was dealing with and getting back to being.
I agree with you. The PGA Tour, like, golf's always been more of an upper class game.
Mhm.
Like, I think the PGA Tour might want to avoid publicizing their name, like the PGA Tour, with somebody who battles like that. I mean, look at Dustin. He went through the cocaine thing. I think maybe PGA doesn't have as many cases where people abuse alcohol, drugs, or anything like that. But there's no doubt that, like, being in a position like that where you're struggling and actually taking action and doing something about it, props to him.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Chris Kirk. I'd give him the award. Matt Wolff, very deserving as well. Hell of a season, Chris Kirk. Matt Wolff. Hell of a season in his own right. You know what I mean? So those are the 3 standard awards, Junior.
Yeah.
Let's get on to a happier note here. Let's give out the Fantasy From The Fairway Award. And here's a situation, Junior. I'll just show you the finalists. You know, that's what we'll do. So these are the guys that made it to New York that could potentially win the Fantasy From The Fairway Award on either side. So there are the boys. From left to right, top to bottom, you got Joaquin Neiman, a strong candidate. Right there in the middle, you got KH Lee. Don't look now, that's Spanking Hank and Laboda top right.
Who else do we?
Bottom left, you got Russell Henley. In the middle right there, we got Corey Connors. And on bottom right, we got Jason Kokrak. These are the boys, without a doubt.
I think for you on this one, you have a tougher one.
Yeah.
Because you had to go into the depths all year long and pick people like KH, Spank, and Hank.
Yeah.
Whereas I kind of just was like, yeah, Brooks Koepka, he's good at golf.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think this one means a lot to you right here.
These are the guys. Honorable mention that just didn't make it. Abraham Answer. A great option. Harris English.
Yeah.
Another incredible option. And the Fantasy From The Fairway Award can only be described in, one way, and that's just a living embodiment of the show.
Yeah.
So I'm handing out the Fantasy of the Fairway Award to a guy, and you're going to go first, but I'm going to just tell you what I was looking for to make this decision.
Okay.
I was looking for a quality golfer that continuously helped my roster week to week.
Right.
That's just what it was.
Yeah.
He's a guy that, Neiman, a little more expensive, right? But quality results. Kokrak came out of nowhere and won twice this year.
Yeah.
But you got guys like KH Lee, Spank, and Hankin that consistently made the cut at a cheap price. And Corey Connors, I've been very and Russell Henley as well. Corey Connors, Russell Henley were guys in that middle tier, that high 7, low 8 range.
Yeah.
That just consistently produced.
Right.
Corey Connors got better at putting, and Russell Henley is just a god with the irons. So a lot of deserving guys here. What were you looking for when you made your decision?
I was looking for same criteria, honestly, as you. There was one week in which I won the most money I did all year on DraftKings, and it was because of one man in particular.
So Jenkins Jr., for the first Fantasy From The Fairway Award, Season 1, you're handing the trophy to who?
I'm giving it to Russell Henley. Back-to-back weeks, it was CJ Cup and Zozo. My man finished tied third. tied third, had him both weeks. We made a comment about how he might have had the worst Sunday outfit of all time because he just didn't know he was going to be on camera.
Yep.
It was like brown and it was just disgusting.
I forgot about that.
But tied third, tied fourth this year. He was 24th in scoring, which is incredible for a guy who's not like a household name.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like you said, godly iron player. He helped me out a lot, and I'm really hoping he uses some of that money he won this year to get some outfits. Maybe talk to Eric Van Rooyen. We all know he loves the people.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Van Rooyen can suggest some shirts, some shorts, not shorts, pants,
joggers.
But I don't think there were too many weeks I didn't talk about Russell Henley.
That's fair.
So I have to give it to him here.
$2.5 million earned. He can buy a lot of shirts.
Oh, hopefully. He just needs to get the sponsors on him, and then he's good to go.
That is facts. Both in money and FedEx Cup standings, his best since 2017. Russell Henley, the first Jenkins Jr. Fantasy from the Fairway Award recipient. Junior, I got to hand to you, man. This was tough. This was a tough decision for me to make.
You haven't told me who you picked, and I'm between two, and I don't know. I think I know which one you're going with, but I'm not confident.
What are you down to? What have you narrowed it down to?
I'm down to Spank and Hank. And KH.
Sure. Here's the thing. I think that I need to mention it's not Joaquin Niemann, but what a year.
Yeah.
On God, what a year Joaquin Niemann had. And Joaquin Niemann was a close second here, but at the end of the day, I settled on one man.
Yeah.
And
it's KH.
It's KH Lee, man.
Yes.
Fantasy Fairway Award for me this year goes to KH Lee. Winner. PGA Tour winner KH Lee at the Byron Nelson. Had a stretch from the Valero Texas Open to the AT&T Byron Nelson. I know what you're thinking. Those are both Texas events. You're telling me about 2 different weeks. No, sir. 6-week span in which he won, made 6 straight cuts, 4 top 30s, 3 top 10s on the year, including T2, Phoenix Open, T6, 3M Open. Average DraftKings salary this year, $4,821. 58.4 average points. Incredible. Earned $3,085,133. Earned over 60% of his career earnings on tour this season. 31st FedEx Cup standings, career high. KH Lee.
I think it's crazy you thumbs them up and we're like talking a lot about him on the week he won.
KH.
Like he did you a real solid. That is for sure.
KH Lee, I remember the first thing I said about KH Lee. It was in a 6-0 to 6-4 graphic. And I said KH Lee, and I said he did something somewhere, like he finished like 29th at this. And then I said, that's all we know about KH Lee. From that moment on, I dedicated my life to KH Lee. I've continuously just been with KH through every step.
Yeah.
KH, during this season, I should have added this. KH became a father. And I know that was a big moment for him. So did Spank and Hankin, by the way.
Yeah.
What the hell? So as they show the Heisman standings, top 3 was KH, Neiman, Spank and Hankin. Yeah. No disrespect. Henley was a guy I ran out there a lot. Kokrak, GOAT. Just Corey Connors, incredible.
A lot of the guys I run out there all the time, I couldn't pick because they don't play here enough, like Peters, Dietrich, Schwab.
The boys, Schwab.
So maybe next year.
So that's how it stacks up, man. English and Cantlay Player of the Year. Rookie of the Year's Van Rooyen's Outdoors. Courage, Chris Kirk and Matt Wolf. KH Lee and Russell Henley, Fantasy from the Fairway Award. Junior, we got one piece of business left to do.
Yep.
For the 41st time this year, we got to make picks. And we've done it every week. I think the most important pick we make here is not the top 25 under 8K because frankly, we got to change it. Top 15, 8.5K, all the marbles. Will it be a clean sweep? Jeez, I can't talk. Clean sweep for Jenkins Jr. or will I salvage one of the stat columns? We've mentioned it a few times, Junior. Patrick Cantlay is in play for you. He will start 10 under par. Is that the pick?
Sadly, I think that's going to be the pick. I think next year will be very interesting now that we both have, I think, more strategy when doing our picks.
Yeah. So Patrick Cantlay will be the nail in the coffin for me. But I do have Tony Finau in play. I will take him, who will start in second place, 8 under par. So that is the strategy, Cantlay and Finau. And now the big pick. Who will take home top 25 percentage? And it's ironic that this week it will be decided on a top 15. But Junior, $8,500 and below. Who will finish in the top 15?
Do you want to make your pick first?
No.
All right. I'll take Brooks Koepka. That's 78.
It's a hell of a pick. Brooks Koepka. It's a big pick, Junior.
Yeah, it really is.
I'm going to tell you right now, I do not trust Colin Morikawa.
Yeah.
Victor Hovland's been sketch.
Yeah.
You just pick Brooks Koepka.
Yeah.
There's only one thing I can do. There's only one thing I can do. I'm going to take Sung J M.
Okay. That's a good pick. I like that.
There it is. Tony Finau, Sung J M, Patrick Cantlay, Brooks Koepka. For the final time, Junior. Season 1. Fantasy from the Fairway. What a moment.
Thanks. Truly, thank you, everybody. I mean, if you're still watching this, that's crazy. But thanks, everybody who has watched, subscribed, commented.
Yeah.
We do appreciate it. We do this for fun, which may surprise you guys. We're not making, millions off this.
Yeah, facts.
So we appreciate all the support.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Junior. So that'll do it. Season 1, Fantasy from the Fairway. I don't know when we'll ever update these picks, but between the two of us, we'll know.
We'll do it at the start of next year.
Yeah, facts. How it played out.
Yeah.
But that'll do it. Maybe some college football betting, UFC betting coming your way.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to do something for a little bit.
Maybe some Maction. This might become a Maction channel.
Yeah. What were we doing? What was the name? Toledo Talk? Was that what our podcast was going to be?
Oh, yeah, Toledo Talk. Or
Toledo
Rocket.
Talk. Rocket.
Nothing starts with
I don't know, bro.
I don't know. Anyway, Maction betting coming soon. Norfolk State will travel to Toledo week 1. Toledo hammer the over, hammer the points.
Could you imagine just one of the viewers is a fucking Toledo fan?
Comment below, man. We love our Rockets. Another solid bet. Will Arsenal score this year? No. Not once.
Dude, it's bad. It's not good.
It's bad, and they got rid of Willian. Not that he ever played, but anyway, we're done wasting your time here on a Monday. For the final time, season 1, Fantasy from the Fairway. Good luck in your contest. Good luck with the betting. And we'll talk to you at the start of the 2021-2022 PGA Tour season, unless you watch our Maction videos. With that, Junior, appreciate it all season. We'll talk to you next season, my guy.
Yep. Look forward to it, man. We'll be back.
All right.